finally here. I do a lot of lifestyle content lately.
So just get out of your head and start posting. Right. Posting, and you'll find your audience in your community. And I really want y'all to remember that when y'all leave your day, because y'all are all capable of being the next.
Get ready with me for a masterclass session with Paula's Choice. Let me wake up. Good morning. Hi guys. I don't know where to start. It's been a rough morning, but yeah, we are pushing it. I am in New York. Today is Wednesday. It's day 2 of our trip with Paula's Choice. Yesterday was exhausting. It's a long story. I will probably talk about it with you guys, but yeah, right now I'm just trying to prepare for a masterclass session, and I do not want to be late, so I'm up early. I'm just doing my skincare. I am using my toner from Paula's Choice. Next, I'm gonna go in with my vitamin C. Okay, we're gonna do this trick here. Okay, I have serum in my eye. That's not good. Dab in really nicely. But yeah, this is really interesting. I am so excited to be here. I am looking forward to meeting the whole team, you know, growing together, supporting each other and everything. It's been an amazing opportunity, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to Paula's Choice for, you know, giving me the opportunity to be here and to walk with them. I just went in with an antioxidant concentrate serum, and my skin feels so good already. Okay, let's do this as a lake acid. And I just usually do my hyperpigmented area. No, she can't. This Pro-Peptide Collagen Moisturizer has been amazing on my skin. I love moisturizers because I have a dry skin, so if it's not moisturizing enough, we are not doing it, and this one is so good. Just a soft look, just closing up those dark circles because it was a rough day yesterday. So, and I am running on a few hours of sleep. you a full outfit look. Honestly, I am still in awe that I even got to experience this. My first ever brand trip with Paula's Choice, as you all know. And to be recognized by a brand that I have genuinely like used and loved for so long, it honestly still feels unreal. So this was me all set for the masterclass where we got to learn a lot of good stuff from Paula's Choice. And Meta with YouTube were also in the room. It was such a surreal moment, and it was filled with a lot of lessons and takeaways that I cannot wait to share with you. So sit tight, watch and listen, and I promise you'll leave with something inspiring. So excited for this. I'm right here.
Brands and beauty creators using Instagram. Come on in. Ways that D2C beauty brands leverage Instagram. And you guys are going to play a really important role because creators are basically the bridge between customers and brands. But you guys are able to connect with your audience in your authentic way. The other thing that is really interesting is that we see creators play a really important role within culture, right? Creators are what drive culture. And when I say creators, I'm going to say celebrities, micro creators, artists, things like that. That's what's really driving culture. And so you guys are really pushing that forward.
Fed people who are like South Carolina creatives or North Carolina creatives, like how does that work to people in your area?
Any other questions?
Oh, I don't know how much you would know about this, but could you talk to the whole Threads bonus thing? I've seen people talk about they're part of the Threads bonus program. So I mean, I'm just curious on like how they even got in, and I'm assuming because they do post a lot, so I'm imagining they're high performing users. So I'm just curious about the program.
When we launch new surfaces, we have programs to incentivize creators to use them first. So that's probably the program that they're in. And we have like a creator partnerships team at Instagram, and they have like a network of high profile creators and stuff that they are reaching out to help drive like adoption and showcase how the surface is used and creative capabilities and things like that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I've seen some, and I don't think anybody hears this, but the creator or like brands do like engagement pods, and sometimes like they'll pay to be in a pod, and people will be like, hey, go comment on this all at the same time, but it might not be relevant to the content. What is y'all stance on like doing that? Does it create like a spammy type of moment where y'all will downrank the content?
I want to make sure I'm following. So a creator will tell their community to like go to this other piece of content.
Yes, and it might not be a community. It might just be people that want them to go comment on their post. And like the comments may be like, I don't know, not even related. Like some people I've just seen do SEO. Like be like, girl, clothes, fabulous,
I don't know if that's like an official thing that gets downranked.
Yeah.
I would caution that could be viewed as spammy.
Yeah.
But I don't think we have like an official POV on that.
Yeah.
I think like there's so much out there of like hacking the system, hacking the algorithm. And ultimately you can spend a lot of time trying to do that, but what really matters is your content. Is it valuable? Is it shareable? Is it savable? And are you catering to your audience? So I would say like focus on that versus expending your energy trying to hack the algorithm, because the algorithm's always changing. We're never going to be able to beat the algorithm.
Yeah.
We tell brands that all the time. We're not beating it. Let's just lean into it and focus on your creative expression.
Yeah, we've done these types of sessions with other creators where they're like, well, I spent 4 hours on Reddit and Reddit was saying like all these things, and we were like,
get off of it.
Wait, that's a waste of time. Focus on yourself and your content,
And second last question, close friends. Now you can put posts in feed.
Correct.
What is the benefit there? Is there a benefit for creators tapping into close friends?
Yeah, I think because Close Friends was originally for stories, so it's a moment in time. Whereas if you're using it in feed, it's permanent or more permanent, you know. So that's kind of the benefit there. Is like if you just have content that you want your close friends to be able to go back to.
I know you said like to focus on your content you create is like the key factor, but do you feel like the platform will also like reward you for being a consumer a little bit as well and actually spend some engaging other content, posts, and viewing, or does it not matter? Like, I feel like some people said they notice like if they feel like they're just logging onto posts and not engaging, it kind of like will kind of like treat the content almost like ghosts kind of thing.
Interesting.
Because I feel like they want the people to use the app as well, so like.
I think that could be a factor there, and I think like, you know, on threads, if you're replying to other people's threads or you're commenting on other people's videos in an authentic, real way, not in like a spammy way, and you're going on and logging on for 15 minutes and posting a bunch, you know, 50 comments.
And then going MIA.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it when it's authentic, and I think that absolutely plays a role.
You want to just, this sounds really obvious, but like you want to act like a human would act.
Yeah.
Because all of our systems can recognize all of the spammy body, all of those systems and those like hacks and things that people do. Like our systems recognize all of that. So if you're engaging and acting like a normal human on the platform, you're gonna help. Yeah.
I wanted to ask, coming back to scheduling content, isn't there like a chance of it doing better if you were there, like posting it and like commenting back and like engaging compared to like, oh, I'm at work and it just went live, but I don't get to like reshare it on my story or like reply back. So what would you like recommend?
Yeah, it kind of depends upon your schedule. Like having that one-to-one conversation is always going to perform better. But if you can do that because you're at work, like you're a human, you have a real life, like you know, you kind of have to do what is best for you. So it just kind of depends. But like to Allie's point, like interacting, having that engagement is always going to perform better.
And if you can't do it, you know, right as you're immediately posting, it's still valuable to do it after when you wake up the next morning and, you know, build that engagement with people who are taking the time to comment on the posts.
Got it. Thank you.
So I've heard people say they do things like when they post and people leave comments, they would not like, you know, hesitantly reply to comments until they make another post. Does that help in any way?
I mean, that could spark some people to revisit your profile. So that could be what they're seeing there. But again, there's no silver bullet that's gonna just like, this is the thing that's gonna hack the algorithm. So do what feels right to you. I mean, there's no pressure. Like, you don't need to respond to every single comment the day you post. Maybe you respond 3 days later to some of the comments, and then you see a little boost from that, you know.
I would say, like, after all the conversation today, if you focus on reels and good content, you're good.
Yeah. And use the platform native tools. Like, use the Q&A bots. Consider a broadcast channel. Like, how can you get creative?
I just feel like Instagram like makes me feel like, what am I doing wrong? Like, it's like it's you're not getting to where you want to get to, no matter how long you've been posting. It just feels like, I don't know. So I guess just post something.
It is true. Like, that is something that we're working on with just because like TikTok, you're able to get discovered so much easier, and so like Adam Story does talk about this. Like, we want to make it a lot easier for creator content, creator accounts to get discovered. So that is happening, but in the interim, it really is just going to be about great content, authenticity, entertaining, reels, native tools, etc.
And a lot of that is improving as we invest in our AI that's powering all of these algorithms and powering our ability to match content to people. That's valuable connection. Like, that's the whole reason we're investing in AI the way that we are. So it's definitely a priority for the company.
So just how can you be different? You know, that's going to be like the unlock is, you know, experiment with different ways in to get people to watch the video, and think about it from your own behavior, right? What gets you to stop and watch a reel?
If you're doing a skin, have a ring light. It all looks the same. So do your makeup outside, like get dressed outside, or do the transitions outside.
Thank you.
We got 5-ish minutes for a quick break. So if you all wanna use the restroom, refresh your beverages, there's a little bus container in the back if you want to clear plates and stuff. I know it's not the best for content when you're filming the stage areas. So yeah, break for about 5 minutes and we'll come back at 11:15, and then we're going to be joined by Shannon, our lovely education and research manager, who's going to share about how to educate on skincare and research and education effectively. So cool. See you guys in a couple minutes.
Education on skincare is extremely important, especially right now. Everyone's really kind of talking out of their butts, really. I think people forget that skincare is extremely science-based. It gets down into the nitty-gritty. It's chemistry, skin physiology, biology, research, there's testing, clinicals, before and afters. There's just so much stuff that goes into skincare, and not everyone needs to know all of this, but it's important to acknowledge it.
We did when we first kicked off. Maddie was just an incredible content creator, and I learned a lot from her. Prior to questions.
Okay. Everyone is eating.
North Carolina. I moved here around 6 months ago almost to work corporate job. I graduated last year in May 2024, and I've been working at Google doing product marketing in the ads industry. Working ads right now, growth strategy, and I also majored in history too, so I'm also interested in law eventually. So that's a bit about me.
I'm Betty. Let's see, I started off my career in the tech startup space, and then from there transitioned to a brand side and agency side for Walmart and 7-Eleven. I graduated from the University of Alabama. I'm originally from Detroit, and now I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Share about yourself, so we're gonna go around the room. Everyone introduce yourself and then brag about one piece of content or something that you post that you really enjoy, and we'll just do that quickly.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
We'll start right here.
Oh, okay. All right. Hi, my name is Aisha. I do a lot of lifestyle content lately, which is what I'm leaning more towards. You know, makeup, not very like experienced in it, so I'm leaning back from that. But yeah, lifestyle content, I love that, and just looking forward to grow, you know, inspire, and do all great stuff.
Awesome.
Me. My name is Jasmine, so it's nice to meet you guys. Favorite content, I had one reel that was something that I almost didn't post, and I feel like those pieces of content just happen to perform the best, and it stresses me out. But it was a quick get ready with me makeup look, and I loved the look itself, but I think the best piece of that and my favorite piece of that was the audio. I'm a big music person, and so I think it was like a remix to Anita Baker, and it just popped off. So it's probably my best, most favorite piece of content I've created so far.
Awesome.
Hey everyone, Maxwell. I think I love doing like lifestyle or grooming or skincare routines and like those kind of videos. Fashion sometimes if I'm not being lazy, but I think the content or something that I was most proud of was like a shaving routine video once. I feel like it was one of my favorites because I feel like that was something I always struggled with, like ingrowns and like razor bumps and hyperpigmentation like that. And then a lot of the comments were like, "Oh, me too." And I struggle with that too, so I feel like it kind of was helping people feel seen in that one. So I feel like that was my favorite video I put out.
Nice.
My name is TT. I also make beauty-related content, but now I'm more so moving into like the lifestyle space. My favorite piece of content was my very first brand deal with Urban Decay. And I had just quit my job and I had nothing lined up, and then that opportunity came up, and I've been working for myself for 2 years now. So
Incredible.
Hi, I'm Lily. I've been a creator now for 5 going on 6 years. And I would have to say that my all-time favorite piece of content, and this shifts, but right now my favorite piece of content is something that I created actually for another one of my newer upcoming socials, and it was a piece about something that really relates, I guess, with me, and I think that helped other people relate, and it was just like a content creator tip type of thing, not the gimmicky stuff, but like real deal, good information that people are looking for. So that's a little bit about me.
I don't have a favorite piece of content. I never have a favorite anything. But I do nursing content and a little bit of lifestyle, makeup, skincare, all inclusive. That's what I do.
Good afternoon, my name is Ocasio. I am a men's lifestyle creator. I enjoy fashion, fragrance, and beauty. Breaking into the makeup scene for men's makeup.
French curl vlog, getting French curls. The video got like 350K on Instagram. Instagram is so hard to me, so that was my favorite, and like an experience that was bad turned into good for me. So.
Yeah. Someone's gonna watch your reels, okay? Someone's gonna see your content. Like, you have to lean less into, oh my God, my high school and my college friends follow me, and more into, because they're out, and go towards your target audience. Your target audience wants to just see more of you, not just you looking cute with a cocktail in your hand. Like, they want like actual content.
Yeah, you never know what performs well. And just really quickly, I know we're at time, but like I think this also is just a testament of how like, in a sense, like we're all in the same boat. Like I have 900K on TikTok, I have 19K on Instagram, and that margin is like pretty crazy, and you don't see it often because like it's just true. I haven't been consistent. I like don't even think I posted a reel before this year, seriously. And like it goes to show like on TikTok, it goes to show on TikTok, if I post 3 times a day, I built this huge following. I'm close to 1 million, but I'm on Instagram, it's been crickets, and I have 19K followers, probably off of it.
But recently, my role has been segmented out because I'm so passionate about working with Black, BIPOC, and underrepresented creators. And so I was so passionate about it, YouTube was like, let's just throw it all in her role because she will not stop talking about showing up in these places where we should be. So that's why I'm here today. So let's talk a little bit about YouTube. I actually got all of your names and socials before I got here because I want to know a little bit more about my audience that I was talking to. It's a good thing.
Okay.
It's good that I got that because YouTube is really all about community and community building and knowing your audience. So I wanted to know before I got here. But let me tell you why YouTube, because I know you compare it to the casual, quick nature, which is what I talked about. So YouTube, I think the thing that makes it so unique, along with the community, is that when you watch someone on YouTube, the thing that got me hooked was it felt like you were there with them, with the vlogs, being with them. So focusing on that as a content creator is really big. Like usually, the audience knows when you're not being authentic, and they crave that authenticity and that unique thing that you bring to YouTube. So I'm gonna briefly kind of talk about this, but we'll go deeper into that. You can ask questions afterwards in the office hours that myself, Jordan, and Meredith will provide. But there's 3 buckets that are like typically the type of content. There's content for the mass appear. So it's content where the viewer doesn't know who you are. You know, you just scroll on the home screen and it gets the most invasion. So you'd see like evergreen content, like how-tos, like, you know, if somebody's like a fashion creator, like how to layer and, you know, when in the winter and still look cute, or how to do X, Y, Z. And then there's content for your existing audience. So there's that sort of thing. And then there's pure experimentation. So what will the future of your channel look like? How are you innovating, trying something new and fun? So this is like something you could do to be like, you know, I'm gonna try something a little bit different just to see how it'll land with my audience. And so those are like 3 different types of content that, you know, you can typically focus on. And then you can try different formats of content as well. So be inspired by these tried and true formats from your community and make them your own. So there's, you know, original series, tutorials, blogs, reviews, unboxings, get ready with me, product challenges. There's all types of stuff that can be done on YouTube. So here's some creation tips. Thumbnails. Your thumbnails should capture your viewers' attention. When they're scrolling, you got to think, what's going to make them stop? And don't make it like a clickbaity, you know, scale or something like that, but entice them to click. We do have this new feature called Thumbnail Test and Compare, which I've linked here, that you can learn more about, where they allow you to test a couple of different thumbnails, and then they tell you at the end of the test which one your audience likes. So that's a good way to know, like, hey, I don't know if my audience likes when I'm in the video, I don't know if they like text, I don't know if they like this. And then titles are also a great place to set expectations and add suspense to a video, but remember, be accurate, specific, and simple. Like I said, you don't want to trick people into watching the video. We want them to come and to stay, because YouTube heavily relies on watch time. So like, if someone goes in your video and clicks out, YouTube is like, oh, this person is like making a video that isn't true to what's being said. And then descriptions. So allow yourself to provide more detailed information, but focus on the video title and the opening few seconds. And as those are truly what capture the viewer's attention. So basically, there is a description, and you should put a little bit more detail. So once the person gets in the video, they could be like, okay, this is what's happening. I see a lot of people, I don't know if any of you here, don't put anything in your description. Please do that, put your socials in there, put other things so that your viewers, you know, can look down at it, because they do look in them. And then experiment with links. So there's really, people ask me all the time, is it 2 minutes, 10 minutes? You know, 15 minutes, like how long should my content be? There's no answer. I think you kind of have to try it out and see what your audience likes. I can give you advice, but at the end of the day, it's really gonna come down to you trying out and seeing what the audience likes when it comes into it. Sometimes there's a sweet spot, but really it depends on what your community likes and what they think. So this is a little bit more on the thumbnail. Thumbnails act like billboards for your content that can capture your viewers' attention, compelling one image story, encouraging clicks. So be appealing, but don't be clickbait again. Don't use thumbnails to create false expectations. Plan ahead and shoot a custom thumbnail with each video. I know it's weird, but I always tell the people this. Before I worked at YouTube, I was a channel manager for a couple of people, and I would tell them to take a picture before they start shooting content, or like afterwards, because they forget, because then I'm trying to like, you know, screenshot the thumbnail and it's blurry and you're moving and it doesn't, you know, it works for some creators where they can just post whatever type of thumbnail they want, and then, you know, people will click on it because they love them. But for the most part, you do kind of want to like try to get a picture and try to get like a really good thumbnail. So plan ahead. And then pro tip, the human brain can process images as little as 13 milliseconds. So do some research related videos and try to stand out when you're posting your thumbnail. And then I'm gonna have another slide that tells you like some kind of different thumbnail layout. So we have 2 panels. You know, we have like the little arrows and circles. It's like pointing to the thing. We have a face and an object. We also have perspective videos. We have the text to amplify, and then we have 2 faces. So that's like sometimes reactions where we have one person and they're reacting to like, you know, Rihanna's outfit or something happening. And so now we're going to talk about YouTube Shorts, which I'm sure everybody's excited about, right? We're all, yeah, come on. Yeah. But so Shorts is a big deal. So short form content is going mainstream. There's 70% of recent survey respondents said they regularly watch short form videos. As we know, people's attention spans getting shorter and shorter each day. So you want to utilize shorts. So supplementing your existing content. So sometimes people ask me, how should I make shorts? Should I make custom shorts? Like, you know, what type of things should I do? You can also use your long form videos and turn them into shorts if you already haven't. And then you can also shoot a custom like new short, and if you know you have a long form video that's like pretty popular, you feel like you want your audience to know about it again, you could shoot a short that's kind of related to that video and then link to that long form video in the short. So it's called building a bridge that we call it at YouTube. We have a feature where you can do that and it'll be at the bottom of the short. You can be like, you want to know more about, you know, this thing I'm talking about. I've actually already done a long form video on that. So that's one way. So consistency can be effective, but don't neglect that shorts is also a chance for new beginnings. So you can try something new in shorts because the audiences are slightly different from long form to shorts. There's some people that watch shorts differently than they watch long form. For me, I like to watch in shorts. People do cleaning videos, but I don't want to watch a long form cleaning video at the same time. So just with all of you in it, I got this picture from Paula's choice, so I'm sorry.
LOL.
Round of applause, right?
I think it was Chi-Chi that asked. She asked like, why am I here? How did I get here? And this came up last year at dinner. I was sitting across from Nosa, who's in year 4, and she asked me the same question. She's kind of looking around amongst her peers in Elmrise year 4, and kind of just asked like, how did I get here? And I wanted to remind you all of why that is, and it's because you applied to Elmrise, and these are some of your awards.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm not ready. Oh, God, I'm not ready.
And I think Jason's words earlier, and a lot of our speakers too, kind of reminded us of these things. You're here because you're you, and because of the things you care about. You're committed to.
I'm gonna cry.
The people that you represent, that less than 1% of people that look like you, that want to learn the things that you know how to do. And all these wonderful words you had to say about yourselves. Dr. Phoebe, she can't be here today, but you want to inform your audience of things that they want to know about, like black skincare, men's grooming.
Model shot is crazy word. Y'all ate these pictures up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay,
Now mine's gonna look sick.
Mine's gonna look sick. Inclusivity and diversity in the beauty industry, and being science-backed and all the information that you provide.
Y'all, I'm so happy.
Where do you see that?
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Okay. Yo, your brows look great.
Being a good friend, stylist, and makeup and skincare girly.
The plus side of
Plus
it.
side of that.
Ooh. Okay, don't hype me up.
Expanding your impact beyond metrics. I think that's really powerful, Simone.
Thank you.
I think being an individual, setting out to be the one and only you, and representing the people that have chosen to take the time to follow you on all your channels.
Yep. Okay, y'all. Not too much on me. Okay, not too much on me. Not too much. Not too much.
Headshot. And that's Elmrise.
Oh, this is so emotional. Oh my God. Oh.
I know it's a long trip and it's been a long day, but we're so grateful for all of you.
Yes. Thank you. No, I hope everybody takes everything in and just reminds themselves that at the end of the day, all of the tips and tricks and, you know, strategies are great, but it's you that what makes the content great. So just get out of your head and start posting. Posting, and you'll find your audience and your community. And I really want y'all to remember that when y'all leave here today, because y'all are all capable of being the next Lily, the next Acacia, the next, you know what I'm saying? So definitely take everything in.
Yeah, it's just an honor to be here. You know, I'm a creator myself, so I really do get it. But you should be really, really proud of yourself. It's not like, oh, am I on the right track? Am I doing enough? Like, you're in the room, you're doing the thing. So keep doing it. I'm trying to get like you. So let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. And I want to do